called Guard Your ID. I'm always like, that roller thing that protects your identity, what is that called? Guard Your ID. This is a 3-piece, tremendous value. It's roller stamps, and they're under $20. And today we've got that buy more, save $3. So the first set will be around $20, and you'll definitely want to have a set at the office, have a set for your kids at college if they're away at college, have a set to give to the people that you love because you're protecting them. You know those goofy checks that you didn't ask for that they send you? Now just by simply rolling, no one can use those. No one can figure out, you know, when you're going to be filling out all of those forms for camp and you need to forward that and there's a part of it that you don't want anybody else to see, you can roll over it and now it's private. Diana Seatset was here early. She kicked this off on International Women's Day, and she's going to help us bring up the rear. Diana, you have brought these to us for many, many years. Yeah. The set that you bring us gets better and better all the time. We've got the best phone calls today, so you guys keep calling in. And ladies and who have ever used these, this is something, as you know, I have bought for my entire family, for my sisters, for my mom. I've always got a backup set because you need this. We need it. You can choose black, you can choose turquoise, you can choose pink, you can choose green, you can choose blue, you can choose navy, yellow, and then purple. The very first couple of times Diana was on, I told her this story, they sold out. I couldn't catch up with them. And then one day I was sitting there going, what color? And I'm like, they all work the same, Pat. Just pick a color, jump in, 3 individual boxes. 1 will be standard, and then 2 will be a wider roller for you, and that's for under $20 and $16.99. All right, so let's talk, because we've all done these, scratch something out with a pen, or white it out, or you just tossed it and just hope
tear
that,
it in half and hope nobody can put those 2 halves together.
Exactly.
But you know, this is such a simple, easy way to help protect yourself from identity theft, because identity theft does affect 9 million Americans each year. And it's a simple roller stamp. You just take the cap off, and these are actually the characters that are on that stamp surface. So it's almost like an encryption. It's going to scramble your information. So here I have a bank statement. Has name, address, account number, places where somebody's been spending their money. Nothing you would hand to a stranger on the street. But you know, when you just throw it into your recycle bin or your trash can, that's kind of what you're doing, because people do, those dumpster divers can go through your trash and recycle and look and get this kind of information. But by simply rolling those characters over that personal information, no one can read it from the front or the back. It's good to use on matte and glossy papers. It does have a little dry time, so I did these before, but you can see on that high gloss shine. So catalogs and magazines and, you know, some of the junk mail that we get nowadays too comes on like a glossy sheen. But it's great even to roll it on a medicine bottle, because
see, how else? You please do not be throwing those things out, especially if maybe you have a refill. It's nobody's business, and you don't want to be sitting there trying to figure out how am I to get the label off. Now you don't have to. It's easy as anything. Tax season, that means we have so many important papers, and sometimes I know I make extra copies of something. I realize I don't need them. Don't just throw them away.
Absolutely not. You know, when we sit and pay our bills, there's always a portion of it that you throw away, a portion that you send back maybe to the company. Don't throw that away either. It has, you know, your name, account number. A lot of things come with medical information, have your birth date on it, or even, you know, things that come that might have your last 4 digits of an account number, your social security number. You don't want that. Medical claim numbers, ID numbers, doctors. All of this is very private, very personal information that can help, you know, a thief can take that information, put it together, and unfortunately steal your identity, which can take forever to try and repair that damage. It's all on you to repair that damage.
I love that you gave us a standard size, so that can do a more narrow, and then 2 wide rollers.
Exactly, and the wide ones are going to last about 1,000 swipes, and the standard size about 600. So overall, you're getting about 2,600 swipes of information that you're blocking out in the set. And you know, like you said, I like to open my mail. I use it right when I'm opening my mail. I'm going through everything. I just zip, 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 throw it in the recycle bin, and I'm done. Things aren't like piling up. Plus, you know, maybe you have a shredder for, you know, those very sensitive documents and things that you use. But are you throwing? You can't throw your bubble mailers in it. You can't throw the prescription bottles in it. The boxes, the junk mail. We get so much stuff that needs to be taken care of, and you know, shredding is overwhelming to do all of that information.
Well, and because this is easy, you'll do it. Every time you go to the mailbox, you bring it back in on the kitchen table or wherever it is, or you get a box from QVC or anywhere else, you just roll over that. So when you're recycling and it's sitting on the curb, no one has that important information. When you need to hand someone, as I said, with kids for camp, and there's a part of that, you don't want anybody to have your social security or the birth date of your kids or something, you just roll over it. And then that way they still have the document they need, but they don't have information that you don't want them to have. This is a phenomenal value at $20, and then you get $3 off any additional ones, each one individually boxed. Kathy is with us. She's there in Michigan. Good morning, Kathy. How are you?
Good morning, ladies. How are you?
We're
Hi,
doing
great.
great. Thank you.
Good. I'm so excited because I literally just tuned in. Had to fix my cup of coffee, and I ordered these actually February 24th, and then I just received them, I believe, on the 4th. It came really quick. But I'm going to say this quickly because I know you ladies are busy. This is such a phenomenal product. I absolutely love it. And what caught my attention when I saw it and made me get it in the very first place was what's going on now, the prescription bottle. I would just try to peel it off, and all of it would not come off. And, I throw it in a recycle bin, and I thought, gosh, I need that. And then also, it's fun. Even though you might have some clutter, I'd have a little pile of clutter with your paper, but it's fun to just go through and swipe and hum and sing, and you're getting your work done. I love it. Thank you so much for your product.
Oh, thank you.
Kathy, you're terrific. It is true, though. I mean, before we all had our own little ways to get rid of things. We'd scratch it out with a pen or try and get a marker or something,
That's
and
correct.
The reality of the world is we cannot be putting out tax forms with our Social Security or, health insurance or anything else out to the curb anymore.
Exactly. And one other thing before I go, I had to, I think also in your segment you were showing how when you get the sticker from your package being delivered and you can't peel it off, and sometimes your name and address information is so tiny you're not being cognizant of it. And here again, I got some boxes that I had, and I was going to take a knife and cut it out. I don't have to do that anymore. I just take my roller and roll right over it.
That's right.
Love it. Kathy, more time to do fun things in life, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. You're wonderful to call in and share that with everybody today. Thank you so much, Kathy. Enjoy your week.
You're welcome, and thank you for having such an awesome product.
Oh, thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Bye-bye, Kathy.
Bye-bye.
1,000 of you now have already dialed in. So we do have a sellout in the colors. The pink that you're looking at there is completely sold out. So you still have turquoise and black and green and navy and yellow and purple. So no worries, just the pink is now sold out. Here's the turquoise, the black, the green, the navy, the yellow, the purple. The boxes are color coordinated. I mean, at Christmas time, I've used these for stocking stuffers. Maybe you want to pop in an Easter basket if you want to do something like that. But this really is tax season, so I think for a lot of us, we sit down and we have a lot of papers. I don't know about you, but I'm bad about this whole thing. I just collect them, and at the end of the year, then I'm sitting there with a table full of things, and you're tired, and sometimes you think, okay, now what am I going to throw away? Well, instead of keeping things you don't need because you didn't know how you were going to throw them away or sitting there and shredding everything, you can easily, Kathy said it best. She's like, it's fun. You just roll over things so nobody else has that information.
Fortunately, in this day and age, we just really have to be very careful with all of our personal information. Identity theft starts with your name and address, and then it's all these other little bits and pieces, where you work, your date of birth, medical information. Your identity is like it's a puzzle to these thieves, and they're trying to put it all together.
They're good at it.
And a lot of times they can find enough information right in your recycle bin or your garbage can. So you have to make sure to block that information. You would never go handing your name, your social security number, your date of birth out to a stranger on the street, but that's kind of essentially what you're doing if you just throw this stuff away and hope that, maybe nobody's going to go through it.
Well, 1,500 of you now have already dialed in. Most of you have taken advantage of the buy more, save more. I always have a backup set, no doubt. All right, so we said the pink sold out. The yellow is about to sell out, fewer than 100. The green is also very limited. 100 remain. Here's the navy, the purple, the black, the teal. Buy them, share them. They are worth they're worth their weight in gold, really,
Yes.
for your own peace of mind and for